Got a couple of friends out here this morning. Probably with a couple more friends not too far away. Hi! The Bluebird parents are going crazy out here this morning trying to encourage their babies to fledge, to leave the nesting box. They are in and out of this tree in front of me and the ones to the side and down on the ground and making all kinds of noise, and I've seen the baby at the door and they're working on them. I just saw one of the babies leave the box and then basically flew right out in front here and ended up over there on the maple tree, and then moved successfully from there out into the rest of the front yard. I can hear Mom and Dad chortling. I'm sure they're making sure the baby's okay, but it was a really awkward first flight. It was really cool though. I think there's at least one more left in the box, at least one. Well, I've been out here watching for over an hour, and there are more adult bluebirds here than just Mom and Dad. That's pretty common. They're very familial. It's possible that this couple had a brood earlier in the year, and sometimes the earlier in the year bluebird babies will come back and help tend for the next nest of babies. Also, they'll just come to help each other. I definitely know where one baby is on the American holly, and I've been following him, and I'm pretty sure I see another tree where they're tending. You know, there could be as many as 4 or 5 out there. I have not seen anyone else put their head out the box, but I thought there was one more baby in there. My wonderful husband cooked breakfast and brought it to me. I tell you, I am so lucky. The box the new cardboard toy came in, and the new cardboard toy, which I fret they may fight over. Wow, I didn't expect Kitty to try to take try to take midnight on to get it. You tell him if you want it, Kitty. You rule the roost, you know. Even if they don't know it. He doesn't want to give it up. I mean, she can be a terror. She's sweet till she's not. Nobody messes with the grand old lady of the house.
Is she in it now?
Yes, she is. Hi. Did you take it over, Kitty? Did you tell him it was yours? I kind of got it for midnight because he likes this bowl over here so much, but as long as it doesn't sit idle, it's good. And Kitty may not be feeling 100% these days, but that doesn't mean she's lost a step in keeping these young'uns in line. Johnny and I are headed for a short drive. I've got a little errand to run. And it's something I don't want to tell Dawn because, well, you know what's in June. Yeah. I think Johnny and I are going to get a frosted coffee. I'm thinking Chick-fil-A is open today. If not, it'll be Starbucks. And play our usual Pokemon and run around. I want to go by the splash pad and see if it's open today. That might feel good at 6 or 6:30 tonight. I don't want to be out there right now. And I'm really a little melancholy. I'm missing the Balloon Fest and the activities that we usually do with that on the weekend. And, you know, wishing we had a pool or a picnic or something to do this weekend. But it just didn't work out that way for us. So we're making the best of it. Johnny and I are stopped in over here at Aviator. We did a bronzer raid hoping for a shiny, but no luck. Well, the shopping center over here in Holly Springs seems busy enough for Memorial Day weekend when most people are at the pool or having a picnic. Well, even Michael's has some Hot Wheels cars. Johnny says it looks like old collections, but we're gonna check anyway. Mission accomplished. And we talked to a really nice store employee who has a friend in California who is a serious Tesla enthusiast, and we had a nice conversation with her. You run into nice people just about everywhere you go. I figured now that we drove the I-Pace that I would notice every Jaguar we went past.
Looks like you will now.
There's Donnie. We're coming home from our shopping and he's out on his run. Hey, I sure do love you. It's only 90 now. Obviously he waited until the sun kind of went down a little bit and it cooled off a few degrees. Up to Holly Springs and back and us driving around Fuquay a bit was just over 21 miles. No big deal. Johnny's over there giving Gray some attention. And I've got Tux. Hey, buddy. Hey, bud. Everybody's glad it's not so hot anymore today. Well, I had tucked Ruby up for the night, but Dawn wants to detail her, and who am I to stop him from doing that? So I pulled her back out because he's all hot and sweaty. He had washed her when we got back from the car show the other day and done the windows, but he didn't have time to do the wheels or the rest of the black trim like he likes to do now. So she looks really good. She'll look even better.
So there's Ruby, all nice and shiny. I use the tire black. The same stuff I use on the tires, I use on the trim. And I have to tell you, it works really well. It goes on easy. It's not very expensive, and it stays really well. The only thing you have to be careful of, well, not really careful, but the only thing I found that if the car is dripping, the water leaves trails across the black on the trim, and so I have found it's better to put it on the next day. In other words, let it drip, get all those drips off. So if you're trying to polish it up and go somewhere that afternoon, maybe the tire black on the trim isn't quite so good. But I would tell you, if once it's dried, the tire black has dried, it isn't subject to rinsing off with water. In fact, I would tell you this stuff has stayed black really well. You can see on the driveway, that's where I sprayed it. So I would tell you to be careful, because here it was, the 4 spots here. This was a couple weeks ago, so that black stuff, it stays for a while. It will go away, but it stays really well. And I did summons the car forward so I could do the bottom of the tire. But I'm real happy with that stuff. I'll take a picture of the can here, and that way Marianne could put it in there. I think it's, you know, just one of the big brand names, but I'm liking this one. It's works really well. Okay, so this is the one. It's Black Magic Tire Wet Foam, and it says it lasts up to 2 weeks. And I would tell you, I agree. This, I've used probably the Armor All and another one, but this, maybe Meguiar's. But this Black Magic is really good. This is by far the best one. I like it the best. It smells nice. It goes on well, and again, I got it at Walmart. It wasn't super expensive. So I didn't realize that I didn't mention that I spray this stuff onto the tire, but then I use this foam rubber block. It's just a piece of scrap foam rubber to wipe it on the tire. And I also, whenever I'm doing the trim, I spray the foam onto the foam block, and then I wipe it on. I don't try to spray it onto the trim, because obviously the spray pattern's too big.
Can't have a Memorial Day without a good hamburger.